Hi, it's Judy. I am back with more behind the scenes of the Waltons. Again, if you're enjoying this, please subscribe below, hit the like button, and always feel free to include any comments you have, questions that you would like me to maybe address in the future, and anything else that you'd like to say about the Waltons. I love people's comments. I read them, and it's clear that the show has meant a lot to all of you over the years, as obviously it was a huge part of my life and means so much to me. So I'm so grateful that you like sharing your stories too, and I've heard some amazing stories from all of you. So I'm going to continue with answering some of your questions. So here we go. Next one is the kitchen scenes. The kitchen scenes, yes, were an adventure because we did not shoot in order because of the amount of time and work it would take to set up and light a particular set. So when we were in the kitchen, we would be in the kitchen for as long as it took to shoot every scene that was going to be in the kitchen, whether that was breakfast, lunch, dinner, after dinner, early morning coffee, late night, any of those things. So usually we could get through all the kitchen stuff in one day, but it was always really hot in there. And in the morning when you'd come in and there was, you know, nice fresh food, it was like, and you're hungry, we would want to eat, you know, but you soon learned to not overamp, because what happened was they'd shoot the big wide, what we called a master, with everybody in, and whatever you did in that shot, when they came into close-ups, you had to do the same thing. You had to match it. You know, I mean, you've probably all seen things, shots in films or TV where something didn't match. You're like, wait a minute, the person's hand was here and now it's over here. Or they were facing this way and now they're facing this way. You know, all that kind of funky stuff where things don't match. So there is a person, a script supervisor, who tries to keep track of all of that. But trust me, keeping track of 11 people and when somebody passed the mashed potatoes and when somebody took a bite of something and when somebody took a sip of something, impossible. You know, he did a really, really good job, but it's just hard to get all of it. So if you were eating a lot in the master, that meant when you got to your close-ups, you'd have to continue to be eating a lot. And that wears out fast. So plus the food, which is nice and fresh in the beginning, gets less and less fresh, you know. So we kind of learn to kind of slow roll it on the eating stuff. And then, you know, you get to lunchtime and whatever scene we were in, they would literally just cover the plates with, you know, with some sort of covering, and you'd come back after lunch and you'd uncover that plate and there it was. So again, eating a lot, we learned don't do that unless it becomes a character point. So it's tricky if you watch, like, we always joke about how Michael Learned never actually ate. She moved food around the plate and she might sort of, you know, pick up, you know, a fork to start, but then she'd like get interested in what was being said, or she'd have something to say. So watch in episodes and see if you ever catch Michael eating. Sure. So there you go. That's what I got for you on the kitchen.